the nine special service unit police officers attached at the DCI who are clans were arrested on diverse dates between the 20th and the 25th of October 2022. Now, they were arraigned at Kahawa Law Courts, where the Internal Affairs Unit of the National Police Service sought 21 days to, actually 30 days, so that it could conclude its investigations, which included drawing from them DNA samples, as well as being granted permission to get into their mobile phones for purpose of extracting their correspondences. Now, there was a long battle before Honorable Mochache, which ended on the 10th of November, whereby the court reduced the days that the Internal Affairs was seeking through the ODPP, and it granted them 21 days. Now, out of the 21 days that the court granted them, it directed that we return to court on the 1st of December. In the meantime, the court directed that our clans, the 9 SSU unit officers, be escorted to the National Forensics Laboratory at the DCI for purpose of drawing those samples of their blood as well as their genes for purpose of matching with the items that they had recovered from Abadeas. From that time, our clans were equally, for purpose of safeguarding the integrity of that process, the orders were categorical that they were at liberty at their own costs to appoint a forensic scientist to be present when that exercise was being conducted. On the 10th of November, on the same day, indeed, we wrote, actually on the 12th, we wrote to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution and the Internal Affairs Unit, conveying to them the doctor that the forensic scientist who our clans had actually appointed. On the 14th, there was a change on that forensic scientist, and we conveyed the same. Subsequently, on the 22nd of November, we wrote to the Internal Affairs Unit requesting to know the progress they have made now that we are drawing close to the end of the 30 days that they had sought. Interestingly, to date, the Internal Affairs Unit who are investigating this matter are yet to escort our clans to the National Forensics Lab at the DCI headquarters. What is worrying, therefore, is that we have rumors that they are of a different opinion, which is actually digressing out of the particulars and with specificity as per the Honorable Court's orders. Therefore, we have reminded the Internal Affairs that come the 1st of December 2022, when we shall be appearing before the court that issued the said orders, we shall be vehemently opposed to any application for extension. These are for the simple reason that for you to curtail or limit a person's human right, that's the right to liberty, that limitation has to be justifiable. Therefore, they have had over 1 month to date. They are yet to escort our clans to the laboratory as ordered by court. We want to indeed again remind the Internal Affairs Unit that the public is extremely eager to get the result and outcome of what has happened from the forensic examination. Therefore, they should not hold the entire nation at ransom for the simple reason that these were officers who were highly trained in the Special Service Unit and who didn't have any jurisdiction in terms of how they work. So these are officers who are supposed to serve the entire nation. Therefore, we expect the Internal Affairs Unit and with the advice of the ODPP to quickly and promptly proceed to comply with the court orders. From our end, we are completely compliant.
We did inform the country that they are being told to implicate their seniors their superiors in the abduction and disappearance of the 2 Indians plus 1 taxi driver. We argued that in court, that these people are being framed. The court gave express orders that they appear at the National Forensic Laboratory at the DCI headquarters. That is Order 1B, express. We have been demanding they go there. The state has always delayed. Surprisingly, yesterday, then we were told that they will not go to the National Forensic Laboratory. They are going to be taken to the government chemist, contrary to the court order. We wrote back and told the state that unless there is a review of that order by a court of competent jurisdiction, our clans will not set foot at the government chemist. We did demand that we be given the samples that are going to be matched. And that's why we hired Dr. Mungai, former director at the government chemist, so that we get the clothes, we get the samples before the DNA testing has been done. That has not been given. So today we have been told that they must be taken, whether they like it or not. They will be arrested from the police cells. They will be dragged to government chemist. Their samples will be taken and arrested. This is a serious violation of the fundamental human rights. The court order is expressed that the officers will only be taken samples at the national laboratories, at the DCI. So now that there is an officer in charge of the police, the Inspector General of Police, we are putting him on notice that any attempt to drag the 8 police officers at gunpoint to government chemist will be resisted heavily. Remember, we are apprehensive. The 8 officers are being framed. Why change a court order by an administrative action? So we have written a letter and we have instructed our clients not to move from any police station until unless they are moving to the national laboratory at the DCI. 2, unless their lawyers are present. 3, unless their forensic scientist is present and the venue is at the national laboratory. Any other facility outside the court order is actually perpetuating our narrative that we have been saying. These SSU people were framed. There is no evidence. They want to get the DNA samples, take them to Mount Kenya forest, put them there. They now say, yes, you are here. We have put that the DPP and the National Police Service notice that that will not happen under the new constitution of Kenya 2010. Their rights as citizens must be protected, and we are ready to move to court. If they want to vary those orders, they let them vary them through a court order, not through any other person who is purporting to be above the court. Either we get a high court order or we get a review order from the same court. We are going back on the 1st of December. That will be from the day they were arrested up to today. They have been in police custody for 32 days. No investigation has ever been done. They are being fed. They are being given food, and there's nothing there, that no investigations are going on. Was it justified that now they must be dragged as pigs for their DNA samples to be removed at gunpoint? That one we resist. That is the position as of now.